Welcome to the Port Royal Free.
What in the back? Yeah, so here we have Port Royal 3. It's the game that just came out a few days ago, I think.
Yeah.
Although when you come into the game, the main map does not look much different from the previous games, as you'll see, but that's for a bit later.
What's the main point of the game?
Basically, it's an economic simulation of 16th to 17th century trade in Caribbean, Mexican Gulf, so basically middle Central America.
Is there fighting?
Yeah, there is some fighting, but most of the people that play this game are
economical.
Basically just go for eco routes. If you try to go for
military?
Yeah, for I don't know what the word is.
Pirate.
Whoa, we have
Whoa.
Shit.
We have another player.
Is that good? Okay, we have no idea who that guy is. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore,
it doesn't
I guess.
matter anymore. Okay, so I think the best thing to do is start the game. But first, as you see, we're in lobby. You can have up to 4 players playing multiplayer at the same time in a game. And you can set your settings to different time periods that only switches the control of cities to different countries. And you can also set the difficulty settings, the production. You can set it to random, so that you don't know what some cities will produce. You can also select average town size. This means if you want to start from the pure beginnings or from something in the middle. You can change your capital. This means the amount of gold you have at the start, also the number of ships at the start, and also you can change your targeted conditions for victory. That means that if you have towns with warehouses, this means that if you have 60 towns with warehouses, then you can win the game.
Okay.
So that's basically that.
I have a really dumb question.
Go ahead.
Why I can't click start?
That's a good question. Can you do it now?
No.
No.
Wait a minute. Oh no, I can't.
Can you try locking out the other players?
Oh, what a dumb...
So now you can press start.
I would mention another thing, which is probably totally irrelevant, but nevertheless. You can change your flag. That's important, you know? You can't be a pirate if you don't have a proper flag.
Yeah, but I was a bit disappointed by that because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 flags to choose from, and in my opinion that's not enough.
And that's true, but I think this modern society and the games, they will probably make a DLC, or how do you say, downloadable
content?
Yeah, and sell it for another few bucks to make.
Yeah, let's hope that's not the case, and more flags will be coming with the patch or by the community, which could mod them in.
So start?
Yeah, we can start the game now.
Ahoy, pirates of the
Connecting
Caribbean
to
Sea.
server. Let's just hope this shit works.
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
With left button, you enter the city. I think so.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so,
nice.
as we aren't starting in the same city, I suggest you...
We aren't?
No, we aren't.
Where do you start?
I started in Turk Islands. It's controlled by the Englishmen, so...
Oh, you bloody Englishman.
Yeah, I did that mostly because I want to pillage your...
No habla
convoys.
español, we destroy you.
Oh,
You're
good.
not our people.
You're most welcome to try.
Oh, we will. Okay,
So I
continue.
think
My fish.
well, well, I guess you could show them the map. I mean, the map is
Oh,
basically more or less static. It does have some interesting water effects, nothing special. Um, it has some nice like water blur around the
Good.
islands, blurring the images. But else than that, it's not like it hasn't changed since the first or the second Port Royale. It's more or less the same. So
I will show you that in a moment. But first of all, since I'm here, this is how you buy goods. You basically buy where it's cheap and sell where it's well, not cheap, expensive. You
yeah,
sell with the right button to a next city and sell, as you could see. I said pretty simply, yes.
yeah, I think that's it. More or less, what you have to do is basically buy cheap, sell expensive, because you try to make as much money as you can from each trade. So if you're able to, you can buy the goods when the bar is fully green. This means that the prices are cheap, and then you can sell them for a low price. I mean, for a high price in the cities that do not produce that good, because every city does consume a specific amount of goods based on like population, the production in that city, and you're basically meant to supply those cities with goods.
Really?
Yeah, that's basically that.
That's so capitalistic.
Well, it's good
Well, yeah.
if it works.
What about common welfare and community and...
Welfare.
Oh,
It's all about the cash here.
oh, the cash.
You can care about it after you have like stuff. Yeah, money. Then you start caring.
Oh, okay. Ah, I get it. I think it's working for me.
Is it?
I hope so.
You sure? You absolutely sure?
I hope so. I think I'm not losing yet. We're being raped by the pirates.
Okay. You just wait for me there.
Yeah, sure. I'll wait you. I'm at Port Royal, so catch me if you can.
Okay, okay.
He thought he meant this map, which is pretty cool. It's 2D or fake 3D. I don't know how would you call it, but it's sexy.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of okay. I wouldn't like. I mean, they did a good work on it. There are some like interesting things when you look at it, but it is kind of low resolution. Maybe it's the part of the point here, but I don't know. They could have put a bit more work into it.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
I mean, if you look at the water at a few places, like under Cuba or somewhere like that, I mean, everything below the water is like has cool effects, and it really like looks lifelike. But when you look at the islands, like there's nothing moving there. The islands are just sitting there. There aren't no
True.
birds flying or something like that, like
Oh,
palms swinging.
And the last time we played, I remember the storm.
Yeah,
So,
there are some clipping issues.
Yeah. So remember me to show that because it looks
Yeah.
really buggy.
It has its issues.
So explain a little bit about economy in this game.
Well, what you have to do in this game is basically just create trade routes for starters to trade the goods other people provide you with, and then after you get a bit more gold, you can start producing your own goods. what you have to do is create some residences in the cities. If you can show them that, I mean the computer built residences.
Sure, just a moment. This is my main city, so I can enter it whenever I want. If it ain't a city where I have a warehouse or a ship, I can't enter it, just so you know. Here's an example of a residence of a computer. And what is that? A brewery of a distillery of a computer. With that you can make money, I think. Yeah?
Yeah. Basically, all the goods you produce in a certain game have lower production costs than if you'd buy them. Well, that's usually the case. And you can sell them for a much greater profit than if you'd just be reselling the goods the computer makes. So basically the computer does give you some basic economy, but it's not much.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, for a start, I will try still at basic. Just so I get a hang of it, you know.
Yeah. But what you want to do is buy the goods in cities that produce them.
Yeah.
So basically, if Turk Islands produces sugar, you want to buy sugar there, not sell it, because even if if you have a trade route, you can sell it there because you specify an amount under which you don't want to sell the goods. So, like if I said like to sell sugar for at least 85 gold, and the price in Turk Islands was 84, the trade route merchant would not sell it there. That's what you can do, but usually it's not worth your while.
Why?
I mean, you could sell it to Max to just go for it. I don't know, it just looks more clean.
It's not profitable in long term?
Sorry, what?
It's not profitable in long term, economically. Or is
it is profitable.
Less effective?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
I mean, it's easier to sell a lot of goods in one place for higher price. Usually in the places which produce those goods, you won't get such a good price for it. And you could be making like 20 additional gold in the next city after that, which does not produce that good.
Okay, here is an example, just so I stop you for a moment, how to make a trade route for automatic trading of goods, so you don't need to travel with your ship and click everywhere. Okay, I hope you follow that. You just left click to add towns. When you finish, you click settings and choose your what is called the route settings. What you want. You have free automatic like profit, prosperity, empty warehouse. Well, for most of them you have descriptions. Only for my strategy you will have to define it yourself. AGDW can talk about that because I have no blood idea.
About
I will
what?
just use the profit route. So
okay, yeah. About you can customize your own trade route if you have the time and the skills to do it. I mean, the know-how to do it.
Well, I'll explain a little bit more about that. I can show them on the screen if you want.
Yeah, for my trade route?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can show it, and I'll just guide you through it.
Okay, check. Just a moment, I'll get to the settings. Okay, I click my strategy and edit my strategy. Then what?
Well, now on the left side you can see the cities you have selected so far for the trade route. You can put them in different orders in this part by clicking the up and down icons. You can also, by clicking on a certain city, you can choose which goods to sell. You basically have four options of selling. You can choose to sell to the city. Then you can choose to buy from the city. Then you can choose to unload to your warehouse in the city, and you can choose to to bring aboard the cargo from your warehouse. So those are the four basic options, and usually you just need to sell and buy from the city. But in your main cities where you have warehouses, you'll also need the third and the fourth option. So what you can do is just basically, for the most part, set all your selling to maximum.
Where is that? Which button?
You'll see the city icon, and then you'll see arrow towards it, and then
and
ship.
the ship. I see it now.
This means that you're selling from the ship to the city.
Okay.
And in here you can then select, you see the barrel, and you can press max. This will put max to all the current items. Yeah.
And minimum you set you set percentage. Okay.
Yeah, I usually press 120% if you don't know the specific prices, and then you just press plus a few times. I mean, once or twice, so you have about 130% selling price. So for every item you sell or buy, you'll be getting 30% of it as profit.
Yeah.
And that's basically what you can do to easily create a trade route. Then you just go to another city and select copy the previous settings. You'll see it. I think it's third or fourth.
Just a moment. I went out again. You can save it and then reuse it. You thought that?
Yeah. You can. No. I meant
in the settings. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a moment.
Settings. Edit my strategy, and you'll see you have the first item. Says ignore steward good blocks.
Wait, where do you think that's?
Edit my strategy. Go under edit my strategy.
Yeah, I went there.
Okay, and now do you see the lock?
Yes.
Okay, here you can ignore the steward lock mechanics, which basically prevents you from taking goods out of a warehouse which supplies your industry.
Okay.
So you can ignore that, but don't press it now. The second one is if you don't want a ship to approach this town. I mean, if you're at war at a certain nation,
temporarily exclude
yeah, you
it
can
from the
disable.
list.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh.
And then the third icon is move town up.
And down.
So yeah, and down,
50.
and then it's copy settings from previous town.
That's the fifth icon. Okay.
Yeah, that's the fifth icon.
Okay. That's about it about red routes, yeah?
Yeah, that's more or less it.
Okay.
You can, as I said, my strategy usually proves to be more profitable than just letting the AI do his work.
Talk what you like. I trust the robot.
Yeah.
The robot in 17th century. Of course. A bit joke, but well, nonetheless. Okay, let's see, where is my ship? Well, I think we covered the basics, so the best that we continue another time, yeah? Should be enough for the start, I think.
Yeah, I think these are basically the basics of Port Royale, and as you can see, it is kind of a game which takes a long time to play. You don't just go with the biggest ship from the start. You start like Captain Jack Sparrow with a small little boat coming into a port, and you basically try to end up with the Black Pearl in your possession. As a fun fact, the AI also names your convoys at the start if you don't want to name them yourself, and they actually did include the name Black Pearl into it. I don't know if there are other like famous ships or captains in the game. There are some
But
Easter
like
eggs.
certainly is, you say.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
So I think that's it for today.
Well, if you
All
have,
you rum lovers.
yeah, you finish.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, there's not much to finish here.
I know. Well, if you have comments or any other suggestions, just drop the line, and that's about it.
Yeah,
So-
we'll be coming at you with a few more episodes from this game probably when we have our economy a bit more established, so you can see how you can create some interesting economies, basically produce your own goods, and we'll also be showing you some combat when I'll try to pillage one of Mytila's convoys.
Oh, thank you very much.
But he does not.
Why
he does
should
not
I
know
be
that,
the test
so don't tell
rabbit?
him. Well, let's just say you ain't that good at the game, and I like some free booty.
Okay, next time I choose the game.
Yeah, next time. Okay, see ya.
See ya.